Hey, it's Mike, that Crohn's guy. Today, I'm gonna make a little treat that I normally use to treat myself to something that actually has some oatmeal, a little bit of honey for some sweetness, some peanut butter, some protein powder for some protein, and a little cocoa powder. Now, forewarn you, normally I just kind of eyeball it and throw it all together, but I'm gonna try to come up with some ingredient measurements, so good luck, right? Let's get started. First off, oat milk. I'm gonna use 2 cups. So we'll see how this goes. Doesn't have to be exact. Let's just see how this goes. Perfect. Once I get that, take this. I'm gonna put it in my pan that I just washed. Excellent. So there's 2 cups of oat milk. Again, you can use regular milk. You can use any kind of milk alternative that you seem fit. I'm going to turn this on low and let that heat up as I add the other ingredients. As I heat this up, I'm going to give it a while. I'm going to wait till it actually bubbles up. I'll have a couple minutes. But in the meantime, I will add some honey. I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons. As you look at this, you will see the bubbles starting to form, so it's time to add our peanut butter. Normally, I add about 1/3 to 1/2 a jar of like this size of peanut butter. I like this peanut butter because literally it's just peanuts. No extra sugar, no extra blah, 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 blah. I've even in the past, if you want something sweet, you can use like a chocolate peanut butter. And then don't add any honey, don't add anything to it, and just go from there. A lot of people will say it's very dull, not very tasty, because it's not very sweet. So it is all up to what your preferences are and what your goals are. So here it looks like about 3/4 of a cup, a little tad over, with peanut butter. So I'll say 3/4 of a cup. And notice this is actually peanut butter, like peanut. It's separating and all the peanut oil is at the top. So it's not very hydrogenated. It doesn't have a lot of those extra preservatives to keep it from separating. So as I'm at this point, time to add the peanut butter. And you're gonna have to stir this. So I gotta get my plastic spatula to kind of stir this in. You want it to be as dissolved as you possibly can when you go to do this. Now, as I'm stirring this, I'm going to want to add the cocoa powder. So I'm going to get a tablespoon and add 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. One big old tablespoon of cocoa powder in, stir it up. Of course, you can add more cocoa as you see fit. So we're at the point where I got my really hot mixture. I've got 2 cups of oats. I'm definitely gonna need to add more, but that's okay. We're gonna start off with 2. We're gonna stir it around, see how it looks. Cups of oats have gotten me to this point, so I'm gonna try 2 more and see how it goes. All right, so here we are. I am now at the point where I get to put it on my aluminum foil to cool. So this is where this little spatula is good and come in handy. Take a little scoop of it and just put it down. Now, you might be asking, why have I talked about protein powder? You could add the protein powder to this, or what I'm gonna do after this is done cooling is I'm going to put it into a little sandwich bag and shake it around so it's almost like a powdered little cookie. So, and of course that powder is going to be your protein powder. But again, as you can see the steam coming off of it, just taking a scoop and just kind of setting it on to cool. The reason why a lot of times you have the peanut butter or some kind of nut butter is to keep it together. So that amount, as you can see the steam coming off, it's pretty cool. Gave me 9 pretty big cookie. Yeah, I guess we can call them cookies or snacks. There's still some left over in there, so I definitely would need a little bigger aluminum foil piece. But this is what it looks like so far. We'll come back. We'll see what it's like. As you can see, this is what they look like. I have split them up actually. And then I, of course, threw them in a little bit of protein powder. So now they have a little extra protein around them. As you go to make this delicious treat, if you're allergic to peanut butter, substitute out with almond butter. If you want to use cow's milk or almond milk instead of oat milk, go right ahead. You'll just get slight different flavors. Some people use regular sugar instead of honey. And again, you can use an artificial sweetener if you're trying to lower the calories. I've always wanted to try marshmallows. Someone let me know how it goes with marshmallows. I feel like it would do a great job of holding the oatmeal and every peanut butter together. I don't really have that much of an issue, but it is kind of flimsy. Like it can break pretty easily, so the marshmallow would probably keep it a lot firmer. Remember, champions are what champions do.